'Cause in you we trust.
Step into the magic realm tonight. Leave your worries at the door, it's light. Every quest is here to guide your flight. In a path where we'll all unite. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Grab your gear and pack a smile or two. Dragons and quests await you. Chat and cheer, our community's true. Together in this dream we'll break through. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Every quest calling heroes far and wide. Escape the grind, let your spirit ride. Here we laugh and conquer side by side. In this virtual land we'll all confide. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Welcome to the show, come have some fun. Leave it all behind, watch the pixels run. Press start and let your journey begin. Nora's secrets waiting to be seen. Be seen. Be seen. Be seen. Be seen.
Okay. All right, guys, let's get going here. Just checking my microphone. That looks good. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the desktop is picking up my microphone again, and I don't like it doing that, but I eliminate it, and it puts it back in again. So we'll go with it like this. Hopefully nobody's getting double audio. We are going to be in the, so we're in the Serpent Sewers right now. We finished all this up this morning. Cleaned up my quest journal. I changed our, over here, I got us a new Edgewater terrains checklist now, so we can go through these. And this is our Edgewater terrains entrance right here. So we'll hop down in there. I think our quests are all going to be within there. We do have 4 book quests here. It ends up looking like 6, but 3 of these are out of 1 book. If you're curious about doing these quests down in the Edgewater Drains and Serpent Sewer, the books for them, you can purchase those at the mages in either of the 2 cities. And they give you they basically give you a bunch of, you buy lots of books. Let's see if I can get the spreadsheet for you here. here is the, oh, not that. We want Tome Quest here. So these are all the quests. I'll zoom in for you. Let's go to 150%. Here are the quests for the Kill Creatures books. And you can see that I've done the green ones so far. And I haven't done any quests in Neck Forest or Thundering Steps, so I haven't done any of these yet. And then this morning, I did this Crypto Betrayal, these two here, and this one as well. And we learned some things. So as we go through the books, I'll be reading them since I have never read the books before in any of our quests. Down the road, we're going to be doing the history of there. You can see them over on this side, and there are a lot of history of. If you like getting your quest numbers way up, one of the things I would suggest is that you grab the history of books. Purchase them at the same spot at the Sages in either of the major cities, and they're just basically click the book. It'll tell you a landmark to run to in an area. It'll update, and you just do that 3 times. 3 times per book, and then there are 3 quests in every book. The history of Airedale 1, 2, and 3, for example. These 3, those are 3 separate quests. 1 book, 3 separate quests. And there are 3 updates in each one, so there's about 9 places to visit for each of the books. And as you can see, it's a fairly extensive list of different races to update. I've been working with AI trying to find the most efficient route to take, and it's not going very well. AI is great when it's great and not useful when it's not useful. So right now, I have the yellow ones here are the ones that we'll be doing down in the Edgewater drains. The thing I'm concerned about is 2 of these say Serpent Sewer. This Oops Factor and this Trainees Test. But they take drudges, and I think those drudges that they need are actually down at the next level down, the deepest level. And then the other thing is when we do get to that level, the Edgewater drains actually has steps going down. I believe there's 3 levels to the Edgewater drains itself. So it's the most spread out of all of the sewer zones that we've been in so far, including the Kinos ones, which I didn't catalog those via Twitch. That was before I was streaming. So so what we're looking at today are the quests right over here, the ones that are a little bit behind my game screen. Let's see. Yeah, right here. These. There aren't many on here. There's actually more on the list right here. But anyway, here we go. We got our all. There's always a levels of redundancy in order to prevent missing a quest. All right, let's take our dive into Edgewater Drains. I've got some really bad news today. I just found out a little while ago, and if maybe you could just have a moment of silence with me here. This is my second to last diet due, and yeah, I'll try to hold it together. But, you know, if I see a little bit out of it, that's it. I'm mourning the loss of my case of Mountain Dew. If you missed this morning's stream, it'd be great if you could go back and just find it in the VODs and take a peek. All right, well, we're starting off. We have contaminated rats. We already have quest updates there. Let's take a look at the map here quick. Fairly sprawling zone. You can see at the end of each of these legs, here's Edgewater Drains 3. This is Edgewater up to Edgewater Drains 1. So I guess when we enter this, we're in the middle of the sandwich. As in the previous zone and as in Serpent Sewer, we have 11 quests at the moment. We do have some clicky ones we have to pick up along the way. I don't think I went through this before. If these tell you the level of the quest, if I've already initiated the quest, then it's just a box, like a checkbox here. We'll mark them off as we go. But if it still says the level of the quest right in this area here, that means that I haven't picked them up yet. So these 4 are actually examined quests, not dropped. I grabbed all the dropped items in November, and I just kept them in my bank since November for today. And so as we go along the way, we're going to watch the map. If we have any books on there, and we'll just take a close look. Corroded Chain. So here's one quest inside for the quest inside the Edgewater Drains, which actually is not a new quest. It's an update to a quest we have. Ancient Civ. For the quest inside. Okay. So it looks like on this level, this is the only starter right here. Pile of machine parts for the mucus feeding machine. And here it is right here. Level 22 mucus feeding machine. Whoops, I can't point on OBS. I have to point on my screen and you'll see it. All right there. So I think we're going to update as quickly as we can in order to eliminate some. If we can get them off of our quest screen, then we can get all currently active quests on the list that I look at. It's underneath this one. I can show you that here. Let me just zip this out of the way. So these quests here, if they don't show up here on this list, then the mobs, like this rat, the mobs will not have a quest feather by them, meaning it won't signal to me that I need to kill it. So the contaminated rats one here, see when I unchecked it in my list over on the side, then now suddenly the rat does not have the quest feather by it. So why wouldn't I have them all checked? You're limited to 10 that you can have active at one time. So if I recheck it inside of here, then the feather will come back on the contaminated rat. And I don't mean to insult anybody that says, we know that this is, of course, obviously, for anybody that didn't know. Why do they show sometimes, and why don't they show sometimes? Well, that's the reason, because they have to be active on your screen, and you're always going to be limited to those that have. Put that there. We'll move this down here. This morning for the first time, we did have this chat active here. That means that I'll actually get a message if somebody types, because it's such a random and rare event that somebody actually types. I miss on the few occasions that somebody wanted to say hey or something. I missed it completely. As I mentioned this morning, if you're doing one of the tome quests, one where you have to read a book, it's very important that you pay attention to the updates, because you do have to kill a certain number of mobs and then read the book again before any more quest credit will take place. And if, let's say I'm killing these rats and I don't read the book and then it wants me to kill more rats, I'm gonna miss the quest updates. Again, you'll see here is actually I might be able to finish this one. Exterminating the contaminated rats. Let's go ahead and update our quest here.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest.
7 rats were exterminated. The threat to Freeport's citizens has been averted. Cheer. Exterminating the contaminated rats. This is a little convoluted. I have to go to the text file and I have to just edit the text file to represent the fact that I have finished that one, and then save it. And once I save it, then this OBS plugin can read. It's not a plugin. It's just a OBS asset. Can read the text file and know that it's been updated. Okay, so my plan was to do the clickies in here. A lot of rats in this level. If I ever need rats, they'll be right here. Okay, came all the way down here for that. Oh, there is one more thing I should do. Now I can get that last quest. I can get at low tide displaying. And I need my juvenile sludge walkers. Well, this morning we had a little fun since there was nobody in chat. I had AI come up with some questions for me to answer about the game. So today, when I get tired of talking about nothing, I will have the AI come up with some questions so I have some nothing stuff to talk about. Okay. Hello, sir. I'll make sure I watch what this is updating. Gnomes and maintenance. And a belt with potential. No, I don't care about that one. Just gnomes and the art of clockwork maintenance. Why'd you leave, sir? I'm not going to take the steps. I'm not interested in going up a level yet at this time. I want to get all my clickies first. Did I? I don't think I actually clicked that when I was over there killing that guy. I got the sieve. I got 3 more things I need to click. We'll head out this way. Our goal is always to play this game as though we'll never be in the zone again, so that we make sure we take the time to enjoy all the work that the artists have put into this, all the thought. Pretty nice. Sort of the draining. I don't know if I want to be standing in the sewage like this, but we have a lot of. Sorry, if you go into the catacombs in Anton or in Kinos, man, those are some you wonder what the story is in some of those places. They're quite ornate in areas. All right, we got one of those little benches down here. We do spend a lot of time with our our feet underwater in here, which is not good. had trench foot. I don't know what you would call it though. If you had like corrosion from your plate armor between your toes. So yeah, doesn't. Oh, there's a quest over there. Should be right there. But it didn't light up, so it makes me really wonder, like, do I have to be a certain level? Because these are orange, is that gonna limit me? So I have a little book quest. Avenge the Freeport Trooper is now finished. Avenge the Freeport Trooper. 6 Murkwater henchmen were slain. They have paid the price for their murderous ways. Avenge the Freeport Trooper, level 24. Freeport Trooper. Alright, I'll kill you first. And then avenge the Freeport. Mark this off. Okay. Avenge the... Okay. I am playing on Maj Dual server, which is just a... You might call it a current content server. Current content server. Do I click on over here? Great. No, it says pile of machine parts gives the mucus feeding machine. Gives the quest mucus feeding machine. Read the plate. You find a small machine with a brass plate attached to the front. Mucus feeding machine. Some crazy gnome took it upon himself to make a machine that feeds the dredged mucus in Edgewater drains. I have no desire to see those things get any bigger, so I am going to exterminate them. I should destroy them. All right. The mucus feeding machine. So we're going to update our... Mucus feeding, one of our examined quests right here. Whoops, not. I'm just starting it, so underlines. And good. Okay, updated. Mucus feeding machine. I need to keep... I should read the book. Gnomes and the Art of Clockwork Maintenance. Valves. Gnomes and the Art of Clockwork Maintenance. Valves. I think that was part 1. No, it was not. How am I going to remember which part it was? Valves. Part 2. Oh, for goodness sake. All right, maybe we'll say it's alphabetical. 3 is valves. Here we go. Got our update. 8, Murkwater Vigilance. I think I got all my clicky updates in this zone. There were only 3, so the other... Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go... I think I'll go to Edgewater Drains, level 1. Let's see if there's any clickies after I get out of the tent. They sent the wrong man for the job. Or here, level 1 in here. Right, good. You want piranha for this belt with potential. We'll take it. Don't want pick up our. We gotta leave our. Don't want to leave our trash all over the place. Onlooker, we're gonna have to take you out, bud. Don't know if you're gonna drop one of these drop quests we still need. Oh, actually, never mind. We have all the drop quests we need. Yeah, I'll just skip him. He's not aggro, I'll just skip him. Is this a quest? Read the note. A dangerous lesson. I read a note that said I should gain some good knowledge practicing my fighting skills on the bile toad foragers. We shall see about this. I will kill those toads, friends. Alright, bile toad foragers. Yeah, it's not on my quest list, so I gotta take a look. Yeah, it'd be exterminating the contaminated rats. No, that's not it. A dangerous lesson. Let's move on. We started a dangerous lesson. This guy does not want to talk to me at the moment. Have you got the 5 items I need? Oh, okay. I'll return. Oh. Interesting. Well, he apparently gave me inside the Edgewater drains. There's a table, so that'll be our 4th out of 5 clickies. And then that's the guy I think that just asked us to get stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That updated. Those guys update 5 quests. All right, so the random. How am I ever? Now, you know, I can't remember. I'm 59 years old. If I gave a wedgie, it would have been more than 50 years ago. Ever given somebody a wedgie before? I'm going to lean toward it. I wish we had a straight up answer. Have I ever given somebody a wedgie before? I'm going to say that I have. I hope the survey doesn't get any more detailed than that, because I can't. I'm going to probably have to say it was a cousin of the same gender. I don't know that I would have had the guts to give a wedgie to a girl at a young age of 5 or 6 or 7. And if they probably had it coming. Saving the sewage pumps is now done. 6 drudge mucus were slain, and they no longer present a threat to the sewer pumps, guys. I just finished a quest. Oh yeah.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword on
Now, the next thing I'm going to do is get that dangerous lesson going again. Oh, do I have to read the book? I do. Shoot, I got to read the book for a couple. You know, just kills here, and I'm not going to get credit. Oh, there was 2 parts to the survey. No. I have never gotten to before. Mucus feeding machine. Did I just do the mucus feeding machine? No. It is done. I have slain many of the dredge mucus. I'm surprised that the salt water doesn't affect them at all. Would this be salt water in a sewer though? Alright, what do I gotta read? I gotta read Trainees Test. Let's see, where did I put that one? Trainees Test. There. Book away. I also have to read, yeah, they need more dredge. Gears. Alright, I gotta read the Gears one. I believe that was book 2, if these are in order. So here, and then read second story. Part 2. And am I up to date? Looks like it. Nope. I gotta read the Oops Factor. And book 1 of. I'll get a little bit deeper into these before I actually read them. Maybe next update I'll read them. I mean, they're actually not bad, you know, especially if you need content. Like I just dead air is not interesting, so I like to read them for filler. I used to play the game with a guy that I met online here, and boy, he'd read those books, and I'd say, "Hey, what's taking you so long?" He said, "I'm reading a book," and I'm like, "What? Why would you read the book?" I never heard of anything like that before, and he's like, "Oh, I like the lore." Okay, there's a guy. The mucus is going down, baby. Is that a quest? Boy, that looks like it's something more than a junk pile, but you know, that looks like half the carts outside Walmart here at my local store. Henchman, you're going down, friend. Hey, this guy is somebody serious. The sludge despoiler. What does this remind you of? If you play this game, you know what this looks like. Inside a stormhold, there's 4 of them. The Scions. Their aggro range is ridiculous. Looks like there's a quest starter sitting over here somewhere. The moldy keg. When I know there's a quest nearby, I try to avoid any aggro that I can in case. Oh, it's unmarkable. But how about right next to it? That bedroll? No. That. Can you imagine finding that? The first person to notice that you could click on that little cup. You find a small cup that appears to have something inside of it. look inside. Crab meat hunt. After seeing the crab meat in the cup, I've gotten urge to seek out some of my own. I've heard there are some large crab called juvenile sludge walkers in the Edgewater drains. Perhaps I should go hunt some. Yeah, who wouldn't have a hankering to eat some seafood when you're down in this sewage? Crab meat hunt right there. Okay. Take the X's off it. We are now underway. The only one left to start is dangerous waters. Okay, we'll find it. Is there a table in here? There. Is that my table? No. Of course. We couldn't use a chemistry table down here. Small cup. Oh, right. No, I got that one, didn't I? Agent of update down the drain deity quest. I got the training dummy. Did I get the nesting cogwheels? Yep, I need the copper wire. Copper wire. I bet the copper wire must be at a different level altogether. So I'm on the top level. I started in the middle level. I need to go all the way down to the bottom level. So we're right here. We'll take this guy out. The guy's called an onlooker. He's got the shortest aggro range I've seen on a mob for a while. More like a bystander. I should read the book. I need to read the oops factor. Even the most hardy will occasionally become ill, especially during the colder months when the winds blow and the temperature drops. When one is ill, one should simply coil up before a warm and cozy fire, but this is not always possible, especially for someone studying the dark arts. In my home, there are 15. My mother, my father, my 12 siblings. It can get crowded sometimes, especially as we are all at various stages of studying the arcane arts. Spells will sometimes overlap with unfortunate results. To prevent disaster, I chose to exile myself to the most unlikely place, the Edgewater drains. Other than the murk waters, there is very little traffic down here, which makes it the very place to practice conjuration and creature subjugation without interference. Unfortunately, it's also very damp due to the proximity of the sea. The tides bring in a fresh flow of seawater, but the water never drains entirely away. Okay, well that answers my question earlier about wonder why it was seawater if it's the sewers, but we got our answer. There are a few places where one can build a fire and maintain it above water level. Those that are the most convenient to reach have been chosen by the Murkwater, who did not express the desire to share with me. Since it is a long, treacherous climb to the Edgewater drains back to the city, I need a place to camp that would not be washed out to sea. Again. All right. And now they want me to get some rotting globules. We're heading down. We're trying to get to level number 3, which this will be 2 that we're getting to now. Can't see them. Get off of there. Come here. You want some of this? They don't know that I have a macro. All I gotta do is hit one.
Over here, my friend. For you, I will.
Alright, treasure, good. Alright, heading down, down. Heading on down. And I'm just gonna kill him 'cause he's gonna aggro me anyway. Collect that old Jasper amulet and look around. Vigilant.
Isn't very nice.
Alright. If you haven't watched any of my streams before, I'll state the obvious. My experience is turned off, which is why I'm only level 20. My experience is turned off because I prefer not to out-level the quest. I don't, it's not. I'm not going to quit the game if I out-level the quest, but I would rather just do them at level so the mobs have some color to them. At least then they might drop something of value, which in my case would be like a master spell for either a Shadow Knight or a Paladin, because whenever I betray, I become the other. Yeah, I said whenever I betray because I have to do all the betrayal quests. Those are quests just like any other ones. The only difference between betrayal quest and regular quest is once I've betrayed, those quests will disappear off of this completed section right here where it says I have done 1,641. So we're just going to go ahead and adjust this since I must have missed a couple. There. So they'll disappear off of there. But these aren't betrayal quests, so those will stay. And the other quests are going to be in our achievements. And you can just go to your quests, achievement quests, and you will find that you just find one of these that says do a certain number of quests like this here, and you will see that it's the quests that I've actually done, that I've lost credit for some of them, 1,742. So about 100 quests that I did, and then they just, missions do that. So you'll get credit for every unique mission that you do. It's just that some of them will just disappear. Okay, so remember the crab in a cup? Yep, this is it. Crab in a cup, baby. 2 quests need crab at low tide, and crab in a cup. Crab need hunt. At low tide is a book, so after I kill 2 more crabs, I need to read the book again. Where'd you go, boy? Where'd you go? 1 more crab, good, and then I'll read the book. All right, just leave me alone. We gotta find that low tide. This one? No, this one. It has been theorized by numerous scholars that the mixing of seawater and the rich organic material in the lowest parts of the Edgewater drains is having an effect on the creatures that inhabit the area. This is the first definitive study of this theory. The sewers have always existed beneath the city of Freeport. Over time, they have grown to encompass an area that is as large as the city itself, as well as extending beyond the city's borders. One of the natural boundaries of the sewer system is the sea, into which the sewers drain. And the sea drains into the sewers as well. At the point where the sewers enter the sea, the salt water from the sea mixes with the effluent flowing through the sewer. Effluent. While in general the flow is out from the sewer into the sea, when the tides are high, then seawater will wash backward quite some distance into the Edgewater drains. As a result of this tidal flux, several sections of the drains are underwater. And you know what? We're about to hit that section as we go down here. So these books will reveal more and more of a story as you go, but they don't necessarily have anything to do with what you're doing. Like, they don't necessarily have any connection to the things that you're killing. Fetid grappler. I don't need that. But down here, I bet I'm going to hit those guys. I'm going to get some splash damage on those guys. And I need them later for... I don't know what. It's like a fishing pole or something I need those guys for. But I don't have that quest right now. Alright, Razor Tooth are dangerous because you can't let too many of them get going because you're going to notice if I don't kill them fast enough. They're going to spawn little piranhas. And those piranhas, even though they're weak, they start nibbling and gnawing. They start bleeding. I think I'm going to grab my Merc. I don't need the Merc, but just save some time. Killing stuff, you can help me. Thank you, Hanger Rod Snobber. Okay, what is this? Copper wire. All right. That'll finish that quest. This. Where's my copper wire, dudes? Oh, there's the table. The water is very clear down here. Very clear. Super clear. It's almost... This isn't sewer water, I'll tell you that. Okay. It's going to be a problem. Yeah, this guy's aggro. That guy's aggro. See, there's brother Alaska just kind of floating down here, hanging out. Rana. Alright, good. So I gotta go back to that guy, Bendick Jonkers. I don't know if he's down here. Bendick Jonkers, there he is. Yep. Again, I don't want to kill you guys, but you can end up attacking these humans. Let's just get it over. Shark. I believe we were on streaming over 4 hours this morning to get the quest last time. Now I need to find some suitable weights for the whip. Suitable weights. I need to find some suitable weights for the whip. There's a name down here, possibly. Oh, I wish. You know, things in here anyway, because we like stuff with proper names. small chest. Be a quest starter for. Oh, I guess I have them all. Advanced Sage, we'll take that. This character is an alchemist because I am a fighter. An alchemist will make the fighters combat arts or spells. Some markable objects there. So those items, those are for the weights for the whip. And I remember that I had a really hard time updating my quest when I had to wait for several respawns to get them all. There's another cow. Is this a marker? Examine it. Look closer, and we get dangerous waters. There we go. So all of the quests that we can get, we have gotten as of now. Dangerous waters. Good. The Edgewater Drains is a very dangerous place, especially in its deeper areas. The massive needle teeth always pose a threat to those who must swim throughout these parts, so I have decided to hunt them down and hurt them. I have a certain set of skills. Or a specific set of skills? I don't know. Particular set of skills, I believe. Oh, so many air things. I might as well just get out of the water and try to come on up, sir. That is a land-based creature, so I'm not fight it. Somebody coming. Here they come. Cavalry. The cavalry is here.
Take care of the meat.
Read the book. Cogs and Gears. Alright. Cogs and Gears. That's book, read 1 and 2. lighting up there. Ooh, I need this guy. Hello, sir. My guy is up here. My guy is up there.
Isn't very nice. Saw you, I will.
Alright, we're gonna keep going. We got. That's updating a few of the quests. Oops, I didn't think that guy's. Okay. I went around him last time. Can I go around him this time? And here's the despoiler again. Kick their chops there, friend. Wizard's dagger. If you got the 5 items I need, yeah, you're there. Very fortunate indeed. Thanks. So, what's the reward you mentioned? Did I say there was a reward for helping me? Nah, you gotta be mistaken. No, I distinctly recall mention of a reward. Perhaps we should settle the question the old-fashioned way. Maybe fight it out there, shirtless wonder? Now, no need to get testy. Fact is, I haven't got what I was going to give you on me while I was waiting for you. Quite the long wait. If you don't mind me saying, one of those Murkwater henchmen snuck up and swiped it. So my promised reward was stolen by one of the Murkwaters. Yes, I am afraid so. Now, you don't have to go claim it if you don't want to, but it was a rather nice bit. If you want to claim your reward, I'm afraid there's a bit of work to do. That kind of seems unfair. Well, it's up to you. You can probably convince one of the Murkwater henchmen to cough up a key to their hideout, and then you can take up the matter of their thievery with the head of their gang, Madame Kisa. She's their top dog. Or rat. Unga. Fine. Murkwater hideout. But first, well, after I get my sweater off here. Dog Hair Express. Why do I feel like I'm taller in the saddle all of a sudden? There's a henchman right over yonder. That place, all right, garbage grinder. Key, please. Yep, now it's on to the leader. He had the key and it's on to the leader. So where's their little hideout? The Murkwater Nook? Yep, that's it right there. The Murkwater Nook. We're just gonna zigzag our tails right on down there. Oh, that's nice. So, where else do we find that? Those garbage grinders. If you said on the beach in Firat, you won the prize. You are correct. Let's sing the Drudge Mucus song. I don't need it. Oh, I gotta read the oops factor and the trainees. Oops factor first. So the oops factor is about the guy who moved out of his house because there were mom, dad, and 15 offspring. I select a wide landing on a stone stair that led downward toward the lowest region of the sewer, carving a small niche in the wall, placing my books therein. I built a small but bright campfire and rolled out my bedding and fell asleep. A cold sensation crept up through the stone pavers of the stair and into my bones, and I woke later shaking with the chills and unable to warm myself. I think we've seen that spot where he's talking about. Alright, Globule, I'm going to take you out. I gotta read the trainee's test, too. Okay, I'm going to kill one more, but I gotta stop killing before I read the book. I guess we'll kill him. Alright, stop it. Alright, trainee's test. Was that the middle one? Vigilance. I'm not interested. Okay, what I was up to was I was gonna run on down here and try to find that little instance that we just got the key for. That's where my treasure awaits me. Okay, am I close here? Down. Did I go by it already? There. Yep. Right there. The Murkwater Nook. And here. Hello. Should we go to Murkwater Nook or Murkwater Nook? I wonder if one has mobs and one doesn't, or if one's a raid zone, or... Mm-hmm. All right. Well, this is the exact same. This is the exact same place we were. We were here this morning. They have one of these zones in the Serpent Sewer. Same exact footprint. Let's put it on once. It's fairly unique. I don't think I'll ever wear it, but... fairly unique. Alright, let's get into these guys. These are heroics, they're lame. Oh, there's this guy's a trip. This guy's a triple sec. Yeah, you would not want to stumble into this zone if you weren't sure his trip's on the way. Just keep everybody in front of me. Do the white guy and the white con. This other white con over here. Then the yellow. And then finally we'll get to the red. Red and health is hanging in there. I'm down to 2/3 of my mana. This guy doesn't even give AA experience. This is it after that big battle. Steel longsword, let's take a peek. Yeah, about as good as this one, friends. She is. She's the one she's my quest up there. Madame Peace.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Very nice. I got to read the book, The Oops Factor, again. After finding all 5 of the discarded parts for Bendick Junkers, I learned that the Murkwater henchmen stole my reward. After slaying several Murkwater henchmen, I obtained a key from their hideout, where I confronted and brought down their leader, Madame Gisa. And I got this knight-crafted dagger of slyness that anybody can use except me. That is not bad. Waterproof. This guy should be like a name as well, but he doesn't have a star. I use con, so. We know that sword well. We've seen it. Oh, we gotta read the X Factor one. Dude, that thing exploded. Okay. Here's our latest update from the Oops Factor, which is about the Rotunga that left his family. While I longed to head back home, I was likewise too exhausted to try despite constant napping. After several restless days, I decided I may as well get some studying done. Throwing some more wood into my fire, I took down my books, only to find the pages had become tangled by vile black threads. I wiped these off as best I could with my hand, opened the first lesson, and then I sneezed. Chewy. Yes, sir. We gotta get some globules. Well, we do have to do something. We gotta zone back in and choose the second instance and see what that's all about. Clickety click. No, it just brought me in, so yeah, okay. Well, just save us some time. That's all right. How we doing? We have the belt with potential that I'm still working on. Oh yeah, that's probably going to be the last one we finish. We gotta kill octopi or octopuses. Maybe they changed the word by now. I know they changed hippopotami, and now it's appropriate to say hippopotamuses. So you can probably say octopuses as well. Nope. Every once in a while, I know there will be a named Skelly in there, and if there's a named Skelly, he's going down to Chinatown. Right. What does this do? Serpent Sewer? Yeah, I don't need to go to Serpent Sewer, so I'm gonna have to go down to the end. Get on down, get those octopi. To get the waves from a belt. Our big grinders. Hey, henchman. Hello, henchman. Hello, Newman. Oh, for gosh, I am not wearing those. I am not going to loot them. I will lose both copper. Oh, let's just kill the damn things. All right. I gotta read the oops factor. So when we left off, this guy had and I was thinking it was a place like this where he just pitched a. My mother had long taught us to cover our mouths when we sneeze, whether there was anyone around to be offended or not. So I instinctively clapped a hand over my nose and mouth, and the hand covered in this black threads from my book. My hand stuck fast to my face, and I could not help but inhale some of the threads. Disgusting. That was a big oops. Thus, the oops factor. I sense dark arts at work here. that was I was actually on the top one, so I do have to go down another level. Edgewater 1, 3. Like I say, I want to go down to 3 right away if I can. Because I remember having to kill was in order to get the weights for the belt. I remember just killing several respawns. I camped out there for an hour on a different character that was not a streamed character. Hey, is this the place where he camped out? I don't see a fire. I do see some wood there. I wonder if this is where he was. Do not see the nook, though, where he would have kept his book. But it seems real sus to me. You think this is him? This guy was chained to the wall, so maybe not. Okay, we are looking for those grapplers. We want to avoid needle tooths as much as possible, and we did not. Seems bigger. It is. These guys are going to get their little. They are going to send out their little ones here. Take him out. Annoyed by him. Dangerous waters. I needed that. Let's see. Active. Yeah, I need a lot of those guys. It's whenever those little circles come, they released one of the piranhas. Now I got the whole. Are you kidding me? This Kindmar, I've been working on it since 5 o'clock this morning. He's gonna star. Right there, that star. That star that I just pointed to, I don't think it's documented anywhere in the game. When you see that star, it means you have not, it means it'll give advanced experience for it. Like bonus. Like you'll get it even if your XP sliders move. And also that you haven't collected the AA for it yet. There's some fall grapplers. Come on in, boys. One key your tails. Did I get a single? I did not get a single update. Two more fetid grapplers. Let's see how it goes. I remember wanting to just quit, but trying to get the updates, but I thought for sure that character was my last character. I was going to do EverQuest. No and no. How about you? I got one. It's a miracle. Come on, give me another one. Nope. Did not get another one. Alright, what did I do? Did I go all the way down to... I did the loop. I should probably do... Yeah, I gotta go all the way to the end. I can't just do the loop. Maybe I did. You know, as long as I'm in here, I'm just gonna go in here every time. Get these guys. Maybe, because the thing is, I've got to wait for those grapplers to respawn at some point. Anyway, I'll do these. I'll go back up. It looks like we're talking about more than a one day. I mean, more than a one stream session down here to get all these anyway. Got some big fish in here, boys. Yeah, we're just gonna turn here. Jeez, I got everybody and their sister in this fight. I feel like things are getting a little stale, so let's go back to our AI generated questions about things that people wanna fake viewers wanna know. Here we go. We had Alice, Bob, Charlie, and Daisy this morning. Ethan has a question for us. So we're going to go ahead and get that in chat. Ethan, go ahead. What is your question, sir? Ethan asks, how do you decide when to grind mobs versus focusing on quest objectives in EverQuest II? Well, in EverQuest II, if you're playing on a free-to-play, if you are playing on a server that is using the old set, where leveling is really hard to do. you're going to be grinding. You'll do every quest probably. Maybe you find along the way, but you will grind. Here, my job is not to level up. My job is to get quests done, so I will not grind. I'm more interested in grinding. Some of the expansions were set up to actually grind, and some were set up to do quests. And nobody was ever happy, it seemed like, because grinders want to grind, right? They don't want to have to do a quest. And questers don't want to get stuck grinding. And it seems like they could never strike a balance between the two. So, stuff is oftentimes gated behind questing, but it's rarely gated behind grinding. What we should do? We gotta find globules and stuff. I just feel like we need to get out of the water, and I just want to get the quest list down a little bit too. Rather than having 10 and a bunch of books to pay attention to. Still needed that one. I gotta read the book at low tide. I'm gonna back up in case I need those guys for at low tide. Let's this is it? Yep, low tide. I haven't got much of it. As the mixture does not affect the Gnomus machines, which help facilitate the outward flow of the effluent, there has never been any reason to stop this inward flow of seawater. Inevitably, with the seawater come sea creatures of various types. Over time, a number of creatures have remained locked in the drains for so long as to develop slightly differently than their ocean-going counterparts. So, yeah, Low Tide is a book about how all of this stuff got inside the drains. And now they want me to kill massive needle teeth. There's 2 more chances at updating our quest that just refuses to update. Did not find any there, so the whiff is 1 more chance and none there. And I need to get 10 pieces of crab meat. So 2 more pieces of crab meat for that clicky quest that we got under the tent. But here comes one. I have found some large chunks of passable crab meat from these creatures. I think that it will be enough, though. I think that it will be enough. Okay, from these. Okay. Crab. First, let's celebrate.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
All right. I did not expect this to be so empty in here. I lose my When did I lose him? Where is that guy? Oh, there he is. All right. We got a vigilant here. Boy, we need a lot of these. We need another 6 vigilants. And also we need 1 vigilant. We'll just take the veteran while we're at it. Onlooker. Another onlooker. They made these onlookers so they weren't looking at it. Now, here we do have a fire. We do have a bedroll. We do not have a nook. I need to read the book. I gotta get down here. I don't want to engage until I read. It says, read the book about clockwork. It's the first one. Good. I just finished a quest.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
We just finished Cogs and Sprockets. First book quest done. Thank you. Oh. You're beating on my mark.
My grave I shall.
Now I have to read the gears and... That'd be number 2. I just finished a quest.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Okay. Vigilance. If I can find a vigilance, maybe I can finish the tome completely. Where did he come from?
Over here, my plan is for you.
Vigilant. Henchman. Oh, there's another unvigilant vigilant. 3, and then I gotta read the book. What was this one right here? Read the story. Using some of the methods set down in this book, we hope you can learn something about how a gnome views the world around us. And we take care of our clockwork and other mechanical devices using not just our brains, but our common views on certain things. Chapter 3 says, valves. Now a valve is a beauteous piece of work that can make the most hardened of hearts sing like the whilst whistle on a hebel blower. Valves are the most perfect of creations, allowing us both to stop things and let things continue. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, I'm not reading this story. I just think it's nonsense anyway. It's just all right. I gotta kill some more vigilance as well now. Oops. Sorry, you're not a vigilant. I was gonna kill anything. Hedge, Edgewater, everything, because it may be taking the place of a vigilant.
We'll have to remedy that. isn't very nice.
I got my globules. The oops factor says 3 globules. Here's my third one coming in. I'll read my oops factor. The oops factors, the one about the Rotunga was down here and he sneezed and he got a dark web on his hand. Then I sneezed and I got the webs on my face. It says disgusting, and now I wiped my hand on the edge of my cloak and continued studying, though I felt rather fevered. Suddenly, another sneeze overwhelmed me. I was unprepared and did not cover my nose and mouth, which is probably a very good thing. My sneeze led to an uncontrollable coughing fit, and I expectorated a globule of the most unusual size and substance. And to honor that, we're going to go kill 10 drudge mucus. So I don't know if we're supposed to believe that drudge mucus is an offspring of snot nose. What's in the chest? Steel Vanguard Graves. Let's check them out. Yeah, not interested. All right, I believe that we have another question here. We have another question. Maybe we'll listen to a song first.
Running through the darkness night and day, in the shadows where the monsters play, stepping through portals, magic in my wake. Every quest I take, my power to
Epic
stake.
questing beats.
Armor shining bright like the morning sun. Battle scarce, but oh what a thrill. Defeat the beast, my journey's just begun. One by one I'll conquer every hill. Shadow Knight with a heart so mystic rivers and the ancient walls. Enemies lurk, but I won't fall. Every quest watch the legend unfold. Caverns deep and forests tall, mystic rivers and the ancient walls. Enemies lurk, but I won't fall. Every quest answered every call. In the silence of the darkest night, strengthen all that keep my path in sight. Through the chaos, I find a light. Every quest, my eternal fight. Every quest, my eternal fold. Every quest, my eternal fold.
The music gets a little loud sometimes. I believe this will be it. The oops factor will be over after this kill. I believe we'll see what happens. All right, that was this one. I believe I have to read after number 9. I have to read that. He sneezed, and then his hand stuck to his face, and he got some of the black threads in, and then he just coughed up this just chunk of horrible stuff. I stared at the globule in horrified fascination. It shimmered and grew before my eyes, and then split into 2 equal shimmering, dancing parts. I rubbed my eyes, unfortunately getting some of the black threads that were still on my hand into my eye. I blinked over and again, and it seemed to me that each time I blinked, the globule split into equal parts again. My eyes were stinging from all the black threads, and I felt a hot tear roll down my cheek and drop onto the ground. No, they need more. 3 more, apparently. With a hiss and a loud popping sound, the black tear that hit the stones let out a little puff of steam and then grew into an enormous size. Like the dancing, shining globules, the tear shimmied and divided into equal parts, and those parts divided, and so on, and this continued until the entire stair seemed full of these awful byproducts of either my chill or my fevered imagination. Well, this certainly's got to be the end of it. We gotta get these globules. That will be it. So these are the tears. So the slugs are his whatever his phlegm, and then these globules are his tears. And I'll read the book, and I believe the quest will end. Even if the Edgewater drains were not the best place for Edwin to study, his legacy lives on, and apparently always will. And so ends the Oops Factor.
You just finished a quest.
I did.
Oh yeah, raise your sword up in the air, claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Dun, 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 dun. 3 book quests to do. Yeah, I got to finish the valves. 1. And then the belt with potential in it, it's potentially going to drive me nuts. Crab meat hunt. I finished the crab meat hunt. Then dangerous waters. Yep, I got 5 more massive needle teeth to kill. And then a dangerous lesson as well. A dangerous lesson is in there. Bile-toad foragers, which we have not seen for a long time. So I'm guessing those dudes are probably up on the top level, because that's the area we spent the least amount of time in. So probably. Oh, henchman. Oh, henchman. Oh, orange-colored henchman. Wow. That heroic opportunity does not spawn very often. The one with the helmet. Well, he is at least really short.
Over here, my planters. For you, I will.
Incineration. Sir, I'm trying to get down below to kill some little grappler deals. And some massive needle teeth.
Over here, my planters. For you, I will.
Lots and lots of slaying as we go down below. Not even there yet. Just 3. Well, actually we're on 2. We were just on 1. I wonder if this is where the... I want to go down. Just feel like we gotta, anytime that we can check on respawns, we should take care of it. Alright, done. Chest can stay right there. $16 out of 20. Massive needle teeth. We got one of those suckers down. That's our low tide. We got 2 for low tide. And there is read the book at low tide. We are going to just step out here. We'll read it. At low tide. The oops factor is done. We're going to just clear the hotkey for that one. Low tide? No. Low tide. Entry 1, 2, 3. So we're learning some about this. The main difference, though, is primarily a subtle change in skin color. For example, observe the needle teeth, and you will note that they are primarily a muddy brown color. Needle teeth are often found at the junction of fresh or brackish water and salt water. The needle teeth of the drains are quite large, possibly due to the reduction in their natural enemies that survive in the drains. All right, what are we getting next? Edgewater rock shells. I haven't seen a lot of them. The turtles. I haven't seen a lot of them in there. I still need massive needles. I need 2 for dangerous spawners. dangerous waters is now a thing of the past. Oh, for goodness sakes.
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Dangerous waters is an examined quest. The examined quest is now finished. Go up there. Take one more off of the old. There we go. Nice. I have slain some of the massive needle teeth. The waters are still dangerous, but at least people won't have to deal with so many of these anymore. Or these things anymore. Through here, we are on the hunt for some. We're on the hunt for some grapplers. Yeah. We'll do our loop first. Santa Claus. All I want for Christmas is a quest update, and I didn't get one. Did not get a quest update. I'm disappointed. Very disappointed. Alright, finish the loop. Next chance at an update. Please. Did not get a quest update. Did the loop, or we're gonna head on out to the far end. Thought if I didn't bother him, he wouldn't bother me. So much for that plan. There's a rock shell. Just about didn't go down there. I didn't need many of these. I need 6. I don't know. Think there are 6. There probably might be 2 of them down here. It's a markable object down here. Is it that? Where is it? It says it's there. Are you kidding me? What? What? No, dude. for the name. Killing for the name. For the name shark. Some rock shells, that's nice. Treasure chest. I got a 20% off coupon. I got a 10% off earlier. I think there was only 2 things I was interested in, but not as interested in it as I am in a 100% off coupon. Time for another fake question. Thank you, Ethan, for your question that we had earlier. Now we're gonna move on to another AI question from Fiona here. Yes, fake Fiona, what is your question? What's your favorite gear upgrade you've received from a quest, and why does it stand out? Well, my epic weapon. First time I got an epic weapon on a character. It stands out. I was able to do the heroic content with my guild, but my guild was not strong enough to go into Vishan's Peak. And so there was a guild, I believe they were called Sacrifice. It's gotta be it. And they were selling kills, like quest, epic quest upgrade kills. So it'd be the final kill in order for you to get your epic weapon. And the epic weapons were game changing, absolutely game changing. And it was so exciting to try to just. What was great about the epic weapons, oftentimes, and maybe all the time, I didn't study all of them, but they changed the game for the group you were in and for the raid you were in. You know, like it took that a major move that the Dirge had, which was Cacophony of Blades, which was a big DPS buff, and it only ran, for a short time. It was like 30 seconds or whatever, and it made it raid wide. So it changed it from being group wide to raid wide, and just absolutely a game changer. So the whole raid benefited from that. Anyway, this guild Sacrifice, they were selling these updates for 1,000 plat. 1,000 plat at the time would mean that you'd probably have to go to the best thing to do back then would be to go to Kingdom of Sky Zones, even though it wasn't the current expansion. Go to Kingdom of Sky Zones and go to the middle zone. Yeah, I had it in my Barren Sky. So go to Barren Sky and pick up shinies off the ground. The reason for that would be most people were missing that. There were the fewest quests to do, so people spent the least amount of time in Barren Sky. From what I could tell, they spent the least amount of time in Barren Sky. And so if you might have got like metal plating, you had small metal plating in Tenebrous Tangle, and then in Bone Mire you'd get the large metal plating, but the medium pieces for each of the things, including metal plating, was in Barren Sky. So I found those particular pieces, people didn't make the connection. And when people want experience points, they want to just finish quests.
Friend.
So since the collections are considered quests, that's how I made my 1,000 plat. And so I bought that, and I did a lot of farming. When I wasn't, when I wasn't in a group, I was out picking up shiny things or collecting roots. Roots were probably the best selling thing you could count on the most. Where in the world did those clowns go? And they went upstairs up there, and I killed one through the ceiling. I gotta read at low tide apparently. Okay, we're gonna read at low tide. We're getting there. We gotta read number 10. If we can read number 10, that means we're done. No, we only made it to 5. Juvenile sludge walkers. I'm gonna check out this level before I could see those being on the next level, but let's check out this level first. There's my foraged toads that has been a long time coming. The wild toad foragers. I need 10 of them. So my epic weapon was my feelings question. What's your favorite gear upgrade you've received from a quest, and why does it stand out? That is why, because it's so difficult, and because it not only had a very positive effect on my own character, but my entire guild was able to benefit from that. And so I was the first one in my guild to get my epic quest update. It was very rare at the time for anyone to have 1,000 plat. I remember when guild halls came into the game, the guild decided we're going to get the big guild hall. And oh boy, the complaints were rolling in. Like, people thought we are wasting money. We don't need that big guild hall. And I got to the point where the complaining about us wasting money as a guild was too much for me, and I donated 1,000 gold, 1,000 plat for that. Because the way I looked at it, when you buy something, you buy it once. Don't buy it with, the thing that you'd rather would have had in mind. When you buy something, buy what you want. All right, where are we at? We need 3 more of those if we can get them. Otherwise, we're just going to be killing rats to get spawns back. It'd be nice if we could finish this up since we spent so little time up in this area. It'd really be great if I could just see one more of it. Right, there we go. Life is great. Dangerous lesson. This should be done when it's done. Thank you, Rat. You're kind of wrecking things for me. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Get up here. No splash damage, please. No splash damage, please. Alright, dangerous lesson. I have slain quite a few of the Bile-Told Forgers, and I definitely think I'm getting better at fighting from that. And you know what? We just finished a
You just finished a quest. Oh yeah. Raise your sword up in the air. Claim your loot and take a rest. In EverQuest, you are the best.
Things are going swimmingly. All of our examine quests are done. We're going to try this again. Okay, there we go. All of our examine quests are done. We have the one I'll probably do offline. The belt with potential, because watching me kill octopi over and over and over again is not that interesting. I need some sludge walkers, which I think are on this level, so we're just do a little bit of a here anymore. We're just gonna do this. Contaminated rats. Scourge. Bile toad. Juvenile sludge walkers. Down there. So heading at the far end then. And we'll just kill everything down there. Watch where you're going, pal. All right. Oops, what's this? I wonder if these mobs are sinking into the floor. Where in the world is a mercenary going? We have some tracking issues in this zone, for sure. Major. I only need 4. There might possibly be 4 on these steps. 2 more, come on. Come on, there they are. Thank you. At low tide. At low tide. We are advancing it. Got it. Alright. Read it, the book at low tide. The story about things 6. Come on. Oh. Still have 7, 8, 9, and 10 to do. Kill 4 young sewage vipers. And I think those are right in the water right away. I think. Grappler. Dude, update my quest. For the love of all that is holy. Update. No. I remember the those sewage vipers. They are on steps, but they must be the other steps. At the other end. We're probably getting closer and closer to when I'm going to need to log in order to get some food. Just waiting for that. Dinner bell. Brother Laska. Oh, I think they said Brother Laska was for the deity quest. I need the counseling DM. I have a question for her. Oh, counseling DM, if you are ever around. Alright, here's the non-quest update. Let's go ahead and kill him so we don't get an update. We'll never get one. Nope, no quest update. And of course, everything down here is aggro. Not even on the same... They don't share a spawn table. So, every kill feels pointless. This other stuff is just getting in our way, trying to get from point A to B. Pretty good, that thing's still burning. There's a monstrous sewer barracuda. You gotta like that. Yeah, that name's not popping. Turtles are down here. Did we need them? I don't think so. We just need the sewage vipers and then the vigilance. There are not any we're gonna go ahead and turn the game sound down a little bit here, and let's get another fake question from AI. Question number 7. I only had to make 10, and this question is from George. Food smells awesome. Okay, George, what do you got for us? Can you share any funny or unexpected moments that you've experienced while questing? Funny or unexpected moments? That is an awesome question. Have you had any funny or unexpected moments while questing? Oh my gosh. Unfortunately, I mean, the answer is yes. I've had several that were hilarious. I have no idea what they were. I have no recollection. I remember laughing pretty hard. And the moment was amazing. No idea. I remember getting made fun of as a dirge that my DPS was so low. We were doing the Claymore quests. I was with a paladin and a warden. Hey, I got a quest update. I got a quest update. Holy smokes, I got the grappler updated my quest. Not there though. And not there. But, we take one when we can get it. And we were doing our quest so the Claymore quests were all in the Kingdom of Sky stuff. And we were in Sanctum of Scaleborn. And in the Sanctum of Scaleborn, we would never fight anything that we didn't have to, because it just waste time to just fight mobs that don't advance what you're trying to do. So we had to do a lot of hugging of walls and stuff. And I remember in there sort of somebody making just a bad jump or whatever, and just all the progress we lost. But anyway, the thing I remember was just being made fun of about my DPS. Like, hey, start fighting or whatever. Because the dirge DPS, well, you don't say dirge and DPS at the same time. Dirges are great for increasing the DPS of other people, but the dirge does not increase their own DPS very much. I thought these were the Vipers I was looking for, but they're not. I will get killed in here if I don't start doing something. Getting beat on, beat on, beat on, beat on. You happy? Are you happy? Would it be here? No, this is still the. Come on. There we go. There we go. Yep, this is the place. It looks like I'm gonna get them all at once too. One. Can there be one more, please? So I got 2. This is number 3. Can I have one more, please? One more, please. One more, please. I'm going too high. Oh, thank you. Yeah, low tide. Here we go. We're gonna get the next update for a low tide. Alright, we need 8, 9, and 10. Sewage vipers. I just killed them all. I just killed all the sewage vipers. Okay, let's just stick our head out for some vigilance. So the vigilance are ones with robes on. So we want one wearing a robe and then... How about that one? No. There's one. Boy, they are rare, but I think they're all on this random spawn here, so... I should read the book, The Trainee's Test. I am going to read The Trainee's Test. Alright, let's park it here. Get the old Trainee's Test out. Let's see, it is... Where's my thing? Okay. Middle one? No. First one? No. Okay, Trainee's Test. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Keep going. 4. No, only on 4. And guess what they want? More vigilance. How long have we been streaming? 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours. So maybe I can get these done in less than 4. I won't make it 4 o'clock. I can smell food, so we typically eat before 7. You know what? Since it's so close, I think the writing's on the wall that I will be. So potentially finish these offline, maybe finish them online. We'll see. I would love to do them online. Let's make sure our quest counter is accurate. So in-game quests, we have 1648 and 1648, so they agree with each other. Good. We have 4 more down here to get done. And y'all take care. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the VODs. That makes the Twitch doesn't really care, but I do. It makes it worth my time when I see that 20 or so people have watched the video on demand. So thank you. If you do like the video on demand, go ahead and grab a follow in case I happen to be online at any point during that. I would love some company once in a while in here because I think the interaction would be a little better for my brain if I had somebody to talk to. But otherwise, I do appreciate it. And we'll keep going. We'll get all these done. Maybe with you, maybe without you. But the next time I talk to you, we'll either finish these book quests or we're going to try some of those, the history of tome quests. Kind of knock those out. So until next time, take care of yourself. I got to come up with a tagline here at the end, but